Okay, so this this shot is perfect. I was trying to set up, to have a good lighting and a good background. Issue is I cannot control the sun, so I will keep it like that. It's perfect, for the video I'm trying to make about not being too much of a perfectionist. I'll try to make it short. Basically, I believe many of us became perfectionists because of two things: school and social media. I will start with school because I believe we've been trained since we are kids up until we are adults to only focus on the results, which I believe is right, to focus on the results. When we are at school, it's the only thing, being valued. Not your progress, not the way you become more and more familiar with the project, not how you did it. That do not really matter at all. Um, if you did it in 1 hour or 5 hours, that doesn't really take any part of the grade. It's all about the final grade. What you have, what have you made, how much do you get, and it tends to shift our focus in that direction. And then we are getting trained to only look at the end results and nothing else, and we do not come to learn to appreciate things, or learn to develop skills, learn to grow, to master something new. No, it's only about, can I make this perfect or as good as it's possible, possibly, or as good as it's possible, sorry. We only focus on that. And I think we can blame school on that. I mean, I understand you need to grade things and see how people are performing, but there should be an additional emphasis on the progress, everything that gets into how do you get this grade. Second thing in why we became so much obsessed with perfection, it's social media. We always compare ourselves to what we see, and our norm now is everything we see on social media. On social media, what do you see? Only the best of the best, because what's average or under average, no one watches, because so many people can make it. That makes sense. But then in our mind, we are more and more used to see wonderful things, amazing things, extremely skilled people. And then this, gets in our brain, and in a sense that we're, quietly but shifting the scale and making it bigger and bigger. And this scale that we are using to compare ourselves, see how much progress we are doing, if we are doing the right things the right way, if we feel satisfied with our goals, our achievements. We use the scale that we will use also for extremely successful people, people with perhaps plus 10 years of experience, or simply put, talented people. Perhaps you are talentless. No one is talentless, but you don't have the talent that someone has. Let's say, as a someone who play piano, and you compare yourself to like a one in a lifetime prodigy or something like that. Those things really reshaped our brain and our way of thinking, at least in my opinion, to only strive or only look for, perfection. Everything must be perfect. The time must be perfect. The action must be perfect. The output must be perfect. The girlfriend must be perfect. The apartment must be perfect. Everything. That's very, very overwhelming. That's too much. And I believe it will be in our best interest to first acknowledge it, like that perfection kills dreams. Um, I can talk from experience. I killed at least 2 or 3 of them like that because I wanted everything to be perfect, and then it's something that keeps you awake at night. But there is also a solution, at least one that I'm working on right now, and that's giving me good results. It's so, as I said, first you want to acknowledge it, this idea of perfection, of perhaps it's not your case, but at least I know it's my case. I want everything to be perfect. Be careful with the phrasing. Um, think more about the idea of perfection, of how you want to do well for this video. So you want to have to be more prepared, so you want to plan things, and you want to plan when to plan, this kind of things. That's what I call, the chase of perfection, like wanting to do too much and not being enough in the action. So when you're a critic, you take yourself out of the thing you are critiquing. So most of the time you take yourself out of whatever you're doing. That's the wrong idea. That's the wrong way to process. We are so out of everything nowadays. There is no more consciousness of whatever we're doing. It's, we blast a video, in our ears. Perhaps there is even a music playing. We play perhaps a video game, and then we have to go to sport. And we do so many things, all merge into one another or following one another. There is no room for our brain to be present in each and any actions, that we are critiquing ourselves. So taking ourselves out of everything, we are not conscious of whatever we're doing, and we're trying to make it perfect. That doesn't make any sense. So sorry for that tangent. If you want to correct it, the solution that I've found, for now at least, is that see everything as a draft. No matter what it is, if it's going out for a walk, if it's recording a video, doing your homework, working on a personal project, perhaps even playing games. If you struggle to do that, like you cannot enjoy anything anymore, just see it as a draft. And when I say as a draft, it's about focusing on the action and not so much on the emotions. I don't care how you feel doing this thing. I don't care if you think that what you're doing is great or worth it. I want you to push that idea, to put some motion behind your words. So yeah, that's basically it. I believe we are too much of a critics now to ourselves. Sorry, hit the mic. Because school, taught us to only focus on the end result, on the output, not so much on everything else. And social media completely blew our scales, the scales we used to compare ourselves, and now we're a bit lost. We compare ourselves to too good people. Solution, care but a bit less about your emotions. Put yourself back in the center of actions. It's your life. Try not to live it too much as a zombie, please. And yeah, just see everything as a draft. Doesn't matter how it is, what it is. Just try without even thinking. Just do. Just do it, basically. That's the final point. Anyway, I hope this helped someone.